What's happening, guys? My name is Brian Alsruhe, and today I want to talk to you guys about the farmer's walk. Now, this is one of my favorite exercises of all time. It's something I think that virtually every single person should do, from athletes to bodybuilders to powerlifters to especially strongmen. It's going to work your grip, it's going to work your upper back, your traps. You're even going to get some bicep work out of it, core work, and calf work, and everyone can use some calf work. So, guys, what I'm going to talk about is just some basic technique we're on this. Now, we're actually going to be using for real farmers implements today. If you guys do not have these, you guys can use something like a trap bar, a rickshaw, or even heavy dumbbells. Really whatever you need to use in order to get it done. But for today, we're just going to be talking about the implements and talking about the basic technique on that. So first thing is how to pick these things up. It's basically just like a deadlift, like every other thing you're going to do. From here, you just want to get everything aligned. So starting out with just picking them up, you want to make sure that, number one, you're not picking up obviously way out in front of your feet, or obviously not behind your feet. You want to line up basically the middle of your foot with the middle of your handle, and then you're going to drop the middle finger of your hand right down so everything's aligned. Middle of your foot, right? Middle of your foot comes down to the middle of the handle, middle of your finger. That's going to line you up dead center so that when you pick these things up, they're going to come straight up, which is terrific if you're just going to pick them up. If you're going to move with them, we're going to change things a little bit. So first thing you're going to want to do is here, if you can come in on my hand a little bit, if I was going to pick straight up, again, I'm taking my middle finger straight down the middle of my leg to the middle of my foot. However, this is something that actually I learned on this channel many years ago from Clint Darden, who I'm absolutely honored to be teaching the same farmer's walk that Clint Darden did on the same channel. I absolutely love the guy. Clint, you're the man. I hope I don't screw this up. But something he showed me was that here you take your middle finger and you just drop it back a little bit, which means that when you pick these things up, they're going to tilt forward just a hair. And that's going to help drive these weight forward and kind of drive you forward. If you pick them up a little bit ahead and they're kind of pointing upward, then you're going to have to fight against that weight. It's going to be much easier if it's a little bit back forward so that those weights actually drive you as you're going. Now, another thing, if you're trying to pick up for heavy weight, at the beginning, I would just recommend picking dead up from the very beginning. So from here, you're just going to pick straight up, get set, and then begin your walk. You're not trying to move too fast. You're not trying to do anything really impressive. However, if you're trying to move a little bit faster, if you are a competitive strongman, something that can really help you out is on weights that aren't maximal. They're a little bit lighter. If you guys don't know anything about strongman, this is always a foot race. Literally, you're lined up against somebody or you're lined up against a clock and they're saying go, and whoever's fastest wins, right? So every single step, every single second is gonna matter. So on those cases here, if I was going to line up in the middle of the implement, all I'm going to do when it's a little bit lighter or a race is I'm gonna offset my foot just a hair. Now you guys can see, we're not talking about a lunge here. We're talking about literally half a foot length. But all that's going to do is that as I pick up, I'm already going to be falling, which means I'm stepping, which means I'm 1 second ahead. Also, if you guys are a competitive strongman, something else is that do not wait for the judges to say go before you're braced and you have your breath and everything is set. When you guys pick these things up, whether you're a competitor or not, it's going to be very important, just like on a deadlift, you need all the slack out of everything. Now, you can't pull slack out of these bars because it's literally just a tube, right? But you can pull slack out of your body. A big problem that people do is they will go like this and they will kind of jerk the handles up, which is absolutely horrible. It's going to throw you out of position. You have a chance of injuring yourself. Same thing as a deadlift, you need to pull the slack out. So as a judge says, competitor ready, go, you should be getting your breath in, bracing it down, pulling the slack out of your body so that literally it's almost hovering. Just like right before you pull on deadlift, when they say go, you explode out of the blocks and you take off for your run. Now, farmer's walks are a great thing to throw in for conditioning or some sort of finisher, kind of like you would use a prowler or anything else. Now, again, these aren't only going to be working your grip, they're going to be working your upper back, your traps, and even as you're walking, you're going to want to treat your arms as meat hooks. One of the biggest mistakes that people make on this is bending their arms, and when you bend your arms, it definitely throws your bicep into some question there. It's a pretty dicey situation. But you are going to find as you get more and more tired and your grip starts giving out, you will start guarding, your body will start coming around. And even if it's not, as you're walking, every single adjustment that you're making, your bicep is kind of, you're gonna get some bicep work out of it as well. You'll actually be very shockingly surprised at the different places you're gonna be sore after doing some heavy farmer's walks, but I like to work these in a number of different ways. The first way is very, very heavy for short distances. So we're talking like a 50-foot run. And you're gonna want to go as heavy as you can. Now, for a normal commercial gym goer, you're just going to be working your way up slowly. But for a beginner strongman, the very minimum that you're ever going to see in a contest is going to be body weight in each hand. So that's not body weight total, that's in each hand will be your body weight on an implement. So that's kind of a beginning stage for you. For you, that's going to be more of a medium type of weight, and I'd be doing that for like 100 feet. Now, if I'm doing like a medium type of weight, I like to do things on kind of a every minute on the minute type of round. So I might take my body weight in each hand, and at top of every minute, I will travel 100 feet with it, and then I'll rest the remainder of the minute. The faster I move, the more rest I get. If I want to take my time, I get less rest. And then the third way that I like to train them is very light for long periods of time. When you guys think about grip, it's the same sort of way. Some stuff needs to be heavy, some stuff needs to be kind of in that medium zone, and then some stuff needs to just be stupid type of endurance. So it's not rare for us to take farmers' implements that are at a lighter weight for like a 400-meter walk, or sometimes as a stupid mindset challenge, we will do like a 1 mile farmer's walk, dropping as many times as you can, take as long as you can. It's kind of like a 1 mile power push. It's not much fun. It's not something you should do regularly, but it is a good gut check from time to time. So whether you guys are involved in strongman or powerlifting and you need grip work and upper back work, help you with your lockout, farmer's walks are an awesome thing that you can throw in your conditioning and your strength work wherever you need. I would highly, highly recommend that you add them to your training because it's definitely going to up it.